Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video. I have now the iPad here so I can watch in the right direction when I'm working or talking to you guys. All right, so going into the video, we have a 2013 Mini Cooper S DME. This was sent to me by Mico, Mico from Oregon. Yeah, he's concerned, and I'm going to show you in a second, is no communication, no start in the car. I'm not sure because I have no more information on what the problem or how the problem started. Most common issues on these Mini Coopers is after a valve cover replacement, they left the ground on the back for the coils and that burns the computer. That is very common. All right, so I'm going to move you over to the display. Let me just make sure that is happening. Yes, we are in the display now. So these are the pictures. I have already covered his information, so we will not see, or you guys will not be seeing that. So let me put this into full screen. All right, so let me also 1 second because I think my phone is trying to connect to the same screen that I have. Sorry, not the same screen, to the same, and that might affect the sound. All right, so that's a big number. The original DME is dead. I have no communication with a scan tool. So if you can try fixing that one or try to pull the data out of it and put it inside the donor DME, whatever is easier for you and cheapest for him. Well, yes, yes and no. I mean, this is a decision that you as a customer have to take. I can try to pull the information of the computer without fixing it, and that might be the cheapest way, especially because you're the one is providing the computer. The only thing, the donor computer, the only thing with that is I don't warranty your computer, the donor computer. Why? Because I'm not repairing it. I will be just be transferring that information over to that donor computer. Wherever is good, wherever is bad, is up to you. But since this computer is dead, no communication, so the first thing that I want to do is start to establish communication to to recreate his concern. All right, so let me move you over to the other camera. All right, perfect. So as you see, I have the computer already connected here. I have, yeah, actually, I have actually powers and grounds and everything to it. And there is, let me bring this down so you guys can see it better. Well, it's not really much. Yeah, you can see in there 0 volts. So that's one of the sensors, 5 volts. I'm going to disconnect. And this is the reason I have this one. Hopefully you guys can, well, the cable's on the way, but yeah, that says 5 volts, 5 volt 1, and I have the 5 volt 2. Sensor ground, I already tried both, and it's not doing any change, so we have no 5 volt reference. So, right, so I can now get this out of here, so we get less in the way, right? All right, so I have the computer connected also. I want to show you how this came because this is very important. So definitely he or somebody opened this computer and has all these screwdriver marks. I took a picture of that because before me touching the computers, I want to make sure that I don't get blamed for anything else later. Again, more pictures of like the areas that I see damages to it. And then I remove the cover. It wasn't even glue or anything. So I don't see missing components, which is good. So whoever did it, I think um, is okay. Let's say, because if we look in here, they only remove the cover. They did not remove the computer from the actual case, which is all these aluminum area. So that is fine because that is when the majority of the problems can happen, because if you don't know what you're doing and you start trying to do that, that can flex the board and break the pads inside, and then your computer is no longer repairable. All right, so but yeah, this computer again is not talking. Let me see if I can get this computer here, I mean not the computer, the scanner, a little closer to the other camera. Just moving this a little bit, guys, so we can have the scanner here. All right, so hopefully this is not as bright as it was before, because I noticed in the first video that you guys couldn't see nothing. I think this is better. But I'm trying to establish communication. We got everything powered up. So you guys can see here it's drawing 0.4, and that includes BCI and all these, so this should be around 0.56, so 560 milliamps. So it's not enough yet of amperage to this computer to work. And as you can see, no communication. I have also added the terminating resistors. These computers on this Mini Cooper do not have the terminating resistor, so this is done ready to talk. This should talk the way it is. So right, so and it's not happening. So definitely, Miko, I can reproduce your concern. I don't see a short, which is very important. When I don't see shorts, I am in a good chance of repairing because most likely what I can see here is probably, especially since we don't have a 5-volt reference, is a bad voltage regulator and 5 volts reference circuit damage, which is also transceivers, few point relay, and all the circuits that needs to be replaced. So yes, I do carry all parts in stock. So let me power this down and put this in here. So I have multiple videos already about doing this repair, probably, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 or even more. I have repaired over 600 Mini Cooper DMEs, and I have pretty much 100% success rate unless somebody else has touched it. And this is what I always try to be very, I don't know, protective. People, please don't open your computers. I don't know what you're looking for to do in there because it's nothing for you to really repair. And then all you can do is really damage a computer. And then if you're a repair facility and you don't know what you're doing, please just be honest with your customers because these are expensive computers. All right, guys. So let me turn this off. All right. So as you have seen already, I have created the harness for this, and I have which I can show you as well. Let me get you to, why is the screen recording? Yeah, the screen recording is actually there. The main diagram for this computer. I also pull up his information as far as services and everything because this is very important. I need to know this is an R60, as you can see there. It's an R60. I want to know what engine in one computer is in here. So this is an N18. Like that, I can collect the correct information for the wire diagrams. And it looks like the last time Miko was in the dealer wasn't too far away, or I mean, not too long ago. It was in 158,000 miles. What is that, March? No, April. Yeah, April 24 of 24. So yeah, it looks like he's going to the dealer. So that's good. All right. So, and again, powers and grounds that I always gather for the, the with the V number. This is specifically for his car. So I can come here and if I can see through there, yes, I can. All right. So then we can see, let me make this a little bigger. These are the main powers and grounds that you will be needing in order to, come on, why is the desktop not covering being covered? So let me make this a little smaller because if I don't get that bar in the bottom, I will not be able to move the image. All right, so I'm just going to go here. So for me here, all I need is power grounds and communication. So I use these three wires are all shared in size. So I use either 3, 4, or 53. They're all in the same connectors. The X60004, which is the connector that we have here, or I have here. So I use one ground. Then powers, yes, you have to supply different powers like terminal 2. That is a power through, that's a terminal 87. And you have to make sure because you see how it says in here N16. So I might not be the case for this computer, but usually whatever is for the N16s and these wire harness that I have here works for pretty much across the board because again, my setup, I added the wire because the only difference that they have is right here. So pin 5 is for the N16s and pin 29 is for the N18. So the N16 wiring will not have a power going into 29, even though it's empty on that computer, right? Because it's not necessary. But for my case, since I'm using it for different computers, I put two wires, so I will have always a power going into the pin 5 and a power going into pin 29. For the rest, they're all pretty much the same. Communications happens in pin 40 and 52 right here, PT can high and PT can low. That is the powertrain. That's what is PT, right? Powertrain for computer and transmission, etc. Right? And I use, as I said, that 60 ohm terminating resistors in breakup box here to be able to talk to the computer. We also have, and very important, is the wake up signal, which I think is in pin 1 and 19. Let me just make sure I'm saying that correct. Trying to move the image because again, for N16 changes depends on N18 or at N16. Let me just go back slowly. I'm trying to not to make you guys dizzy. Okay, right here. So 15 wake up. It's pin 19. So yeah, we need to provide the rest of the powers like this one in here, E15S or CSP, that is a power as well. As you can see, it's a 15 amp. And you can check if you go over to ignition coils, because a lot of powers that goes in here, they just go through the board in order to provide powers to coils and injectors. Not sure why BMW Mini Cooper does that. That is actually just a jumper inside the same computer. It goes into connector 60004 to the middle connector and goes out. Not really, not, no understand. I don't understand why they do that. Not really necessary. I don't know, maybe because like that they can make the harness into two and start to connect one wire, one harness to another. That might be the case, but you can always have a splice, or maybe this is just easier for them. Whoever designed it, it's not a problem. All right. Okay, guys, so that is all the connections we need for this computer. All right, going back into here. So what I need to do here is will be to remove the computer from the actual case and then desolder the voltage regulator and repair the areas that I just told you about, the fuel pump, the 5-volt circuit, and the CAN bus circuit that are the ones that get always burned. Um, I don't like to show that on the videos. A lot of people are like, oh, can you please show me how to open computers and stuff like that? The problem with that, and this is very important to analyze and understand, this is YouTube. If I would be to supply a private class, right, for a specific group, and I'm giving you a diploma at the end, a certification or something, now you have at least completed a course, a course on how to do things and tests and everything. But if I just put this on YouTube and you damage your computer, I'm liable. And this is the problem with the laws here in the United States. Like, yes, I did exactly as he showed in the video, and it damaged my computer. People might find that very easy to try to collect money from their mistakes from somebody else. And so I protect myself very, very much on all those cases. Why I have disclaimers in all the videos. I have disclaimers in all the paperwork the customer signed about the warranty and everything, because I want to make sure that I'm very transparent. All right, guys, so let me stop the video here. I hope this will be part one and I can repair this computer, and then we can get this back to Mico working 100%. All right, so I'll be coming back with part two, testing this computer after repairs. Stay tuned.